Do not start a business in 2026. Please do. Me, I beg you. Don't start a business in 2026. Do this instead. Now, if it is that you are a health provider, a healthcare professional, many a times it comes across our mind that we need to start a side hustle. We need to start a side business in order to get this money. However, I'm telling you, please don't do that, because you might have something else that is far more valuable that needs to be refined before starting your business. So let's get into these steps as to what to do before you start your business in 2026. I hope you enjoy. Blessings. Let's go. So before you start your business in 2026, before you start Airbnb, before you start trading, Forex, listen to me, please. Examine yourself. So let's do a self audit. What skills do I already possess as a professional that I can use for my business? What can I refine? What can I use to create a solid foundation before venturing into a different industry? That is what you need to ask yourself before even going into a new business. So let's sit and audit ourselves. What is it that people tell me that I definitely need to teach you? When you do that, it's something special, something wonderful. Reflect on those conversations and see what it is that makes you different, what makes you weird and unique that people love about you. Maybe it's your personality, maybe it's the way that you speak or explain or break things down. Perhaps you look very nice and people like you on camera. All right, so let's see what people are saying about you, that when you bring this message to them, no one does it like you do. Also, let's remember that you are already a professional. You have pattern recognition, communication skills. You are good with diagnosing problems, identifying problems. Those are key skills that are needed in business that you need to refine and actually acknowledge. So let's look and do an audit of what it is, what type of business do I need to start, and what is it that the people around me need? Who am I providing for before we even start into building a business in 2026? Make sense? Makes sense. Now, along with not venturing outside of your specialty too quickly, we don't want to create more work. Let me say that again. We don't want to create more work. Instead, let's build a framework. Let us build a system in which we understand what it is that we are going to be providing, the message that we are going to be delivering, and the people who we are going to be delivering this message to. And let me say this, even though you may be in a community or a market where there may be people that are doing something similar to what you're doing, let's actually examine that and see how it is that you are going to be a difference in that marketplace, because you don't need to be serving everybody. You need to be serving the people who need what you alone can provide, and I think that is key. So we are going to be building a framework. How is it that I'm going to be branding myself? What is it that I'm going to talk about? How is it that I'm going to be packaging my message? How is it that I'm going to be delivering this message? And how is it that the people who need to hear what I have to say are going to get this message? All right, so I think that provides a great framework to start. So instead of going out to another industry and dipping our toes in something completely different, let us sit with what we already have and learn how to package and create a proper framework that will propel us to success in 2026. Now you tell me, you are already busy doing probably more than 40, more than 60 hours for the week, and now you want to add something on top of that without being efficient? Craziness, you must be mad. No, let me tell you, time is your most valuable commodity. Protect it ruthlessly, please. Now, a lot of times what we try to do is try to add a lot of things to our already full plate. Let's not do that. Let us get efficiency right. Now come on, man. We need to ensure that we are using the things around us. You have a lot of platforms, you have a lot of softwares, AI, right? If you're in 2026 and don't know how to use AI, stop it, man. Don't shame me, man. Don't shame yourself, right? We need to learn how to use our resources wisely, and also how is it that we can create more time in our days. Is it that we need to outsource the work until we can do something ourselves? Not even do it ourselves. Do we need to just outsource this and let someone else handle that because I'm not good with that, but I know someone who is? Is it something that is routine that I can get someone to do while I focus my time and energies in building and refining this skill? We need to ask ourselves those questions. We need efficiency. We need to ensure that we are doing something that is scalable. And what is scalability? It's creating systems that can do the work for you so that you can multiply, right? Be fruitful and multiply. And I think that also starts in terms of business or babies, right? So let us refine our skills in terms of efficiency, using our time wisely, using our energies wisely, so that we can now pour more into the things that we love, the people that we love, the hobbies that we love, and spend our time living a fulfilled life starting here in 2026. Now, we've spoken about efficiency. Outsource early. That is the next step. Outsourcing early. A lot of times we try to say, I can do this myself. No, you can't do it yourself. Get help. And I think that is sometimes our downfall as healthcare professional. We think no one can do it like us, and that may be true, but that's not a scalable mindset. That's not a producer mindset. We have to put ourselves in position where we can scale and produce more without it crushing us, without being in the mode of survival all the time. And so that is going to be a skill that we develop before we start our business. So what are we going to do? We're going to write out a list of the things that are required and see where it is that this can be delegate. That is the word. Delegation, right? That's up, right? What can we delegate to someone to do so we don't have to do it ourselves, so that we can refine the system, make the system better even for them, so that work is enjoyable, so that we are building in 2026. That's important. So don't wait to outsource. Let's see what it is that we can outsource now in order to build ourselves and position ourselves for success. So I'm gonna tell you already, I'm gonna tell you again. So I tell you already, I'm gonna tell you again, right? You are weird, you are awkward, and you are so beautiful the way you are. No one can do it like you do it, really. And no, I'm not just boost just like supplicant. I'm being very serious. There are qualities that you have that no one else possesses. And so what you need to do is sit down and identify, get to know yourself, get to know the man or woman in the mirror, all right? And capitalize on that. What is it that I do so well that no one else can do that I can pour into my work? Pour more of you into your work. I think that's very important, and that's going to set you apart for 2026. But tell you already, I'm going to tell you again. Alright, my friend. Bop. So, hear this now. It's not just about making and creating. It's about capitalizing. And yes, I'm a firm believer that your hobby can make you money. If it is that you enjoy it and people will pay you to do it, why not? So this year I want you to get into the mode of capitalizing on your talents. What you are doing is unique, it is special, and it needs to be seen by the market. God has put all of this talent in you, and you just go keep it to yourself. No man, you can't so wicked, man. No sir, that's you gonna do. No man. So you need to share that talent that you have. All right. And so I think it's important for us to know that the work that we are doing is ministry. The work that we are doing is adding to the kingdom of God. And I believe that it's healthy to be paid for what you do and to be valuable in the marketplace. All right. So this year, no man, you're not gonna just be doing free work, because somebody had to pay for it. Blood, sweat, and tears, that's you paid for it. And so now I believe that it's okay to get what you're worth, all right, and to continue building on your worth and your value in the marketplace. So we're not doing free work this year. I understand that sometimes you have to put your work out there, but I want you to build the mindset that this is not charity work, right? It's something that I'm building to be sustainable, to actually now pour into others, right? Because the work that you are doing is so important, it's so valuable. And so now I want you to get in the mind frame that I need to capitalize on this. Even if it is that you are doing charity work, you need to build skills and systems that can keep the lights on for that charity work, right? And so you now need to be creative in how it is that you're going to capitalize. Is it that I'm going to do through partnerships? Is it that I'm going to now invest in myself? These are some of the questions that we need to ask ourselves, the mindsets that we need to develop to have an amazing 2026. So I really do hope that these resonated with you as much as it resonated with me, because I want you to have an amazing business. But do not start a business until you share this video, you go over this video, and you actually take in what me I tell you. You understand? So I hope this helps, and remember to share it with somebody that you think or tell you, so they want to start a business in 2026, and you know, so they need to listen to this video before they do that. All right. Like, share in the comments, did I miss anything? Is there something that you want to share in terms of building a business and what you are doing that I didn't mention? Let's have a conversation. All right. And once again, thank you, and I appreciate you, and let's do great work in 2026. Blessings.